Greetings, traveler, and welcome back to the Lapis Kingdom. I am the Blue Regent, and today I have some experience levels to burn off, and I also want to at least get a very rough base layer figured out for the barracks. So if you're ready, saddle up, and let's begin. One thing that I want to take care of right off the bat is I have a lot of levels, and so I want to beef up my bow a little bit, and so the way that I'm going to do that, grab some of this lapis. I have a ton of bows, and I'm going to kind of just play around with enchanting them and see if I can add a little oomph to our bow by enchanting these and combining them with this. So we'll come into our library. Alright, let's see here. Unbreaking 3. That is better than what we've got. Let's see. Punch 1, Unbreaking 3. Okay, alright. Power 3. I just want to see what you do. Just power 3. Okay. We could have a power 4 bow or Unbreaking 3 punch 2. Now for Unbreaking 3 punch 2, I would need to raise my levels a little bit. So I think let's do this. Let's get power 4. And then let's get some levels. So we'll grab some wheat. Harvest our carrots. Harvest our potatoes. Rest in the middle of gathering the potatoes because it's a lot of potatoes. Alright, let's head underground. Hello, cows. Here's some food. Thank you for your sacrifice. And thank you for your sacrifice. Hello, pigs. Thank you for your sacrifice. Grab these pork chops, and we'll head over for round 1 of trading. At this point, trading is absolutely the fastest way for me to gain experience. And with all my automated farms and all of that, it's just really easy for me to get things to trade with. Do you buy pork chops? Ooh, you do. Okay. Oh, and you're leveling up. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Okay, that's not bad. I don't really need cooked chicken, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Wow, I've got a lot of pumpkins. You buy pumpkins? Ooh, you do. Oh, and at discount. Okay, you're done buying those. You buy pumpkins? Thank you. You buy pumpkins? Thank you. You do not. Neither do you. Okay, so I still got a ton of pumpkins. I might not need all these pumpkins I'm producing. And now we'll head back to our automated farms for even more stuff to trade with. Luckily, this isn't too crazy full, because I don't know how much more of this I'm going to be able to sell. If I can't trade all my carrots and potatoes, that's fine. Same with wheat, because I can use them at the crush farms. Grab all of this. Do I need these pumpkins? No, but I don't want it to get too crowded in there, so I will create a little bit of space. Get some melons. See if anybody's ready to trade again. Oh, you are. Sweet. Unload some more of these pumpkins. Oh, you're not buying any more of those. That's fine. Unload these melons at least. Okay. Sell some more of these carrots. Sell a little bit more wheat. Okay, so I cannot store any more pumpkins down here, and that's fine. So we're still not quite there on levels. And I haven't checked on the sugarcane farm in a while. So I think we're going to trade some paper too. Of course it's nighttime. But we've got a beefed up bow. So let's just make a mad dash to a bed. How are we doing on sugarcane? You know, one of these just isn't very productive. And I never quite understood why people who make these have just rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of them. It's because one just isn't that productive. Now it is nice that... What is this? 101 I didn't have to collect by hand. That's nice. But it's still not the most productive version of a sugarcane farm that we have. So because we're doing a little experience grinding, I'm just gonna grab some sugarcane from the decorative part of the sugarcane farm. Okay, so we've got some more sugarcane, and so now let's head back down to the trade hall and unload some of this paper. Are any of you buying pumpkins again? You are. Well, I've pretty much sold everything that I can sell. I'll throw this right here. And I think I'm going to... I've got so many emeralds. I think I'm going to go collect some zombie flesh and see if I can sell that too. So down to the zombie farm. This is a great 2-for-1 way to get experience, simply because I get experience every time I kill the zombies, plus I get experience for trading the rotten flesh. Also, there's the potential of getting experience from grinding down enchanted equipment that they drop. Eventually, the stuff that doesn't have enchantments on it will be used for decorations on armor stands to look like soldiers or people wandering around. However, this is just a really time-consuming thing to do, and not my favorite way to do it. Now, what would be nice is if I could find a way to combine farms. And by that I mean, in the abandoned mineshaft, there are 2 that I know of cave spider spawners. I should really figure out how close they are to each other to see if I can set it up so that they both feed into one place, and I can just grind out gathering string, spider eyes, and experience all in one go from 2 spawners. If that's possible, oh man, that'd be game changing. I don't think I'll ever need that much string, or spider eyes for that matter. However, I could always turn the string into wool blocks, I guess. I don't know. What would be ideal is if I could find 2 zombie spawners that are this close to each other. That would be great. Now, one thing I do know is that once we move on from our survival village and start actually building settlements, I want to improve both this and the skeleton farm using soul sand and like water elevators to get them to drop farther, so that I don't have to spend as much time chopping at them to get what I'm trying to get from them. So a big time upgrade for that is definitely needed, and the only reason I'm holding off for it at that point is because that's kind of an unlocked job that I want to set aside for myself in the future. Okay, 4 stacks, that's good. So we'll head back to the trading hall. Here. 2 emeralds, thank you. 2 emeralds, thank you. Okay, so we're not quite there level-wise. What do you buy? What if I just bought some hose from you? That's a good, that's a lot of experience. I'll just put these in here for now. And I'll buy some more hose. Just to see what else you can make for me. Okay. Alright, so once we get an iron farm going, that'll be nice. And I will need more bells in the future. Is this a good trade rate? No. But I will need more bells in the future. But more importantly, look how close we are to 29. That's what I'm the most concerned about. Let's go grind down those enchanted equipment pieces, and then hopefully we should be able to combine those 2 bows. This is like the first time in forever I've come out of the mines and it's daytime. Ooh, I might have... Are any of you enchanted? You are. Okay, let's grab this, this, this. All of these, really. Got some disenchanting to do before we can do some combining. Okay, awesome, now we're up at 30. And that means that we should have way more than enough to combine those two bows. Oh no! Oh shoot, I can't do it. Dang. That must mean that that bow is maxed out. Well, if it says it's too expensive, that raises a question for you to answer. Should I start a new bow? Or should this be the bow that I use until we do kind of like our air quotes restart and start working on a settlement? Let me know. I won't do anything bow-wise from here on out, but let me know in the comments. Tell me if you think, should I keep this bow until we get to starting to work on actual Warcraft settlements? Or should I just say, like, forget about it and just get a new bow going that's even better than this one? That's the question. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you have to say. Okay, so now that we've got some enchanting stuff out of the way and have been doing some trading, I think what I want to use... I don't have a crafting table up here. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm like all prepared. I've got scaffolding for when we get taller, and I've got all these furnaces going. And I don't have a crafting table. That is classic. Let's see here. We'll get these going. And luckily there's plenty of trees down here. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, I think how I want to do this is I think the initial layer is going to be done in smooth stone slabs. And that is partially because that is mostly because the human barracks in Warcraft Orcs and Humans is kind of a light colored stone. And the way that the detailing is, you can't really see what the bricks look like. And so I kind of wanted to do this way so that I can still do detailing with stone bricks. Oops, that's fine. So that I can still do detailing with stone bricks, but I still have the base layer of this is a light colored stone that still looks like there's a little bit of like masonry involved. So I've taken the wall up 3 more blocks from this base level here, and when you're inside of this building, it feels tall. However, when you go outside, it still feels kind of tall. I mean, this looks tall for sure. But then from here, if you look at it from down below, it suddenly doesn't seem that tall. And that's not the biggest issue in the world. However, this is the fortress that is guarding this harbor. And so I would like it to be taller, I think. And so now a thing that I'm running into is, while this is just the base layer, I'm not going to want this to be a flat facing of smooth stone. I don't want this to at any point be a flat facing of smooth stone slabs. So I've been working on a couple ideas for something to go around the entire, I guess, diameter of this. Perimeter? Perimeter makes more sense. And so what I'm working on is I have a couple different areas where I'm looking at some potential options, and these choices all have 2 purposes. One is all of these are a different shade of gray than the smooth stone slabs. The other is there's some depth going on with a few of these, so like stairs, and then here we have the chiseled stone block, which still gives you a little bit of a concept of depth. But the real point of this is there's a little bit of a nod to how castles and fortresses back then were actually built, especially in the Middle Ages. So this is going to be a little bit of a Blue Regent history lesson. Castles and walls, as they would build up to make sure that scaffolding was safe, they would actually build the scaffolding into the wall. You know, they would have scaffolding up to a certain point, and then what they would do, say once they get up to here, maybe they'd bring the scaffolding up to this height, and then as they start to put on the next layer, what they would do is every so many stones, they would put timbers in slots so that that's where the scaffolding would start over, if that makes sense. So like every so many stones, what they would do is they'd just put timbers in, and then of course they'd put another layer of stones over top of them to help hold them in place. And then they'd build new scaffolding off of the timbers that they were kind of bearing along the wall. And so if you look at pictures of castles, you'll notice incrementally working your way up the wall, there are occasionally what look like pockmarks or holes. Usually they're square. And I personally always wondered what that was about. And I always thought maybe it's like a water drainage thing, you know, for like gutters or something like that. Until I watched, there's a like living history documentary group, and one of their series, they actually help build, there's a castle being built in France using medieval techniques. And it wasn't until I was watching that's what I figured out what they were for. And so that's something I kind of want to work into this build, is the idea that the hole has mostly been plugged up with stone, but you can still kind of see a remnant of that's how they did that. And so each of these, like the stairs, or over here I have the chiseled stone block in the middle, is supposed to represent a place that a timber was worked into the masonry to help with scaffolding. Also, again, it breaks up the face a little bit and gives me a little bit more depth and dimension. But this is kind of the theory of what I want to put through this whole perimeter as like one band all the way across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and assign letters to all these. And so I have a few ideas of what I like. However, I do like hearing your opinions on stuff. And so let me know which one you like. If you like these chiseled stone bricks with either a smooth stair or andesite stair in between, you know, that's A and B. These are andesite or smooth andesite with chiseled stone in the middle, andesite with smooth stone stairs or smooth andesite stairs in the middle. Last of all, we have the smooth andesite with smooth stone stairs or the smooth andesite stairs in the middle. So if you have a preference, you let me know in the comments, you know, and if I get outvoted, and I'm not going to tell you what I like. I'm going to keep that a secret because I don't want to sway the vote. But if I get outvoted, that's what I'm going with. And maybe I'll tell you what I preferred. And if it's kind of a tie, I'm probably ultimately going to go with what I'm leaning towards. But I definitely want to know what you would think. But it'll help break up this base layer, both on the inside and the outside. And it'll help just kind of get a little bit more height out of this. And these towers might have 2 rings of that. They might have one here, and then when we go up another layer, they might have another ring of it, just to kind of indicate height. So we'll go through again, just to get like one last look. This is options A and B. This is options C and D, E and F, G and H. And if you have a preference between any of them, definitely let me know in the comments. All you have to do is put the letter. If you don't have one in particular that you like maybe a group, like if you really like the GH group, you can put G and H. Let's say maybe you prefer the stairs in the middle over the chiseled block in the middle. Like just say that. And then that'll kind of help me get an idea of what it is that you like out of what's going here. And that'll be kind of fun. Just it'll feel a little bit like we all worked together on this project, which is a thing that I always enjoy when I work on this. Okay, so we still have all of these levels that I want to burn off before we wrap the episode up today. So what I've actually done is I made a new diamond pickaxe and a new diamond shovel because I'm hoping that I can get at least one of them to have silk touch. So let's try. Oh! First try! Oh man! That's wow, that's a really good pickaxe. Cool. Let's go for 2. What else do you have? All right, well, we've got some levels to play with, so let's do this. Okay, all right. So first of all, I can't even second try, right? But now I'm short on levels, so let's disenchant some stuff. Okay, we'll disenchant this and this. We are gonna fall short. That's so frustrating. Okay, we can do this. We'll figure this out. Luckily, I have... no, not melons. No, yeah, I'll take the melons. Luckily, I've got all of this. So to save time, I didn't stop at any of the farms because I want to get this done as fast as possible. I'll grab all these pumpkins. Okay. So use some pumpkins. Okay. So hopefully... Yes! Okay, so... That's fine. That's fine. We can make mending books. So I did have an efficiency 2. So there. Cool. So now I have a shovel that I can use to gather all of this podzol, which I can then turn around and use to decorate like the pig pen and stuff. So that's pretty exciting. And also for mining now, this pickaxe will be a lot better for like strip mining and stuff because I'll get smooth stone instead of cobblestone, which means I don't need to use coal to get smooth stone anymore. Plus, I'll keep all of the ores as ores, so like if I find diamonds, they'll just be diamond ore blocks, and it'll take up less space in my inventory overall. So this is actually a much better pickaxe for when we're doing our strip mining than the pickaxe we've been using, simply because of inventory space and using less coal in the long run. So this is going to turn into our mining pickaxe, and then we'll bring up all of our like diamonds and coal and redstone and use this one to break that because it has Fortune 3 on it. So that is going to be it for today. We've got a new enchanted pickaxe, a new enchanted shovel, a slightly improved bow. So that means we've used up some of the levels that we have been running around with. And also we have the very beginnings of the foundation laid down for our barracks, which the next step is going to be once the votes come in for that decorative strip that's going to go in, then we can progress up with that base layer and then go through and start to expand and add details to the barracks. I look forward to seeing you next time in the Lapis Kingdom. Have a great day. Bye.